would God over there like to give us a recap of last session?
Okay, so on the last session, if I remember right, because you guys had a bonus session that you weren't a part of, you guys started the Reclaimer hideout, messed around in there, found some stuff that you haven't looked at yet, and then you tried to get into the other building.
And our fish friend abandoned us without a word and has been gone for hours.
Yeah, she disappears, so
She
effectively
just
you guys go down to, you guys headed over to the last warehouse you hadn't been into that wasn't locked, found an ogre, killed him and you destroyed his goblin companions, and then found like a bunch of goodies. Bird, did you write down any of that stuff, or should I go back through?
Did I write down gathering of goodies? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, from the last session, because you rolled the a natural 20 investigation, and in a concussed stupor you found a bunch of cool stuff, and I have no idea if you wrote it down or not.
Oh shit! I did not write down things that I got from in concussed stupor because I don't think I actually picked any of it up. I think that other people did.
Okay, because nobody else picked it up. Because
what happened is I opened.
It's a good thing he doesn't have to write down his limbs.
I fell on ground and passed out for many moon.
Okay.
Probably not.
So, as a reminder, I actually don't remember most of what you found, but there's a spear. Everything else is lost to the ether. The treasure, the treasure gremlins have already stolen it.
Taken.
But there's well, it's like a spearhead with a very short haft, and I know for a fact you picked that one up and didn't know what to do with it, and then you tried telling stories about your cousins.
It's the meal spear.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it sounds like toothpick.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a dagger. But
all right,
it's a bit big.
I will add halfy speary.
Okay.
To my inventory.
Yeah. But in the future, if I'm reading out items to you, please write it down, because generally I don't have them written down on who gets what, because I'm usually moving on. I had to go over this with Shell because she was not writing down things. She's
this sounds like an exploit we can use for item duping.
Please don't.
Don't be asshole.
If I catch you for item duping, suddenly you're gonna get mugged, and then
It'd just be the weirdest thing. It would just be the weirdest thing if you're giving Greg a spear and then we found out that Ellerin had it, and I'm like, oh,
no,
this is awkward.
No, I was trying to go over what she
Ellerin
had.
and I can touch spears later. I mean,
people still don't know. People still don't know who has those goggles. Whether it's
I have spy goggles.
Okay, you have spy goggles. Okay, that's good.
Well, I have an astigmatism.
So now that we've gotten the administrative stuff out of the way, so Greg, you've woken up, and Drez and Skitter have gone off to check out the last warehouse on that gap, and you almost died, which was hilarious.
Oh yes, they were jumping across chasm.
Yeah, and then you guys found gold, and then you're good to go. I should probably actually write down what Skitter got, because I am guilty of not writing shit down either.
I wonder who's secretly the richest at this point, with all this non-disclosed gold grabbing people do whenever someone else isn't in the room.
I mean, no. We play by honor system here. All right.
So like Greg, I said, I wonder who's the richest secretly.
Greg shakes his head vigorously. Vision come too, and then he remembered what he's all about.
What?
So Greg, he leaves the warehouse and looks around a little bit.
Okay. So you notice giant
Greg over
footprints, just crunched in the flagstones.
That thing had feet.
And there's the gate that you guys had come through is lying at your feet. It's kind of just like this, there's door
smashed
here,
off.
and it's busted, and then the other one's over here, leaning against the building. It's probably what woke you up. And it's kind of.
That's a tall gate.
It looks bad.
Oh shit! I don't want to go anywhere near that. That sounds bad.
But so the footprints more or less follow the road, actually.
This thing believes in roads.
Greg's very, very strong sense of self-preservation is telling him that Greg needs to move away from this.
Oh god, it's Drunk Bird from Rocket League is back.
I vaguely remember that.
Oh my god.
Those were days. Okay.
Greg gotta talk over everybty.
So
Orthogonal.
I assume in the process, you more or less notice Skitter and Drez just kind of hanging out on the other side of the chasm.
Hey there, short stuff and short stuff. Why, you're not gonna talk to Greg? I start waving at them vigorously.
I mean, I usually just leave the talking to everybody else.
I have long since run out of questions.
I'm coming over. Jump. Roll for dex.
It's acrobatics.
Roll for acrobatics.
Please fall and die.
Nope.
What is this
You got plenty
bullshit?
more Greg where that came from.
Why are we all over here?
I was kind of wondering about that. I mean, we're kind of done. We can go back, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Skitter is going to...
We have nowhere left to go.
Yeah, Skitter makes it
And
across.
bad news going down the street.
I mean... Yeah, but we have to wait for Ellerin.
Do we?
Presumably.
Did you do a dex check?
It's acrobatics to get across. Alarin. Sorry.
Oh, no! Yes.
Bird, roll a dex check.
What the hell is going on with my dexterity?
Dex check?
Yeah. Okay. That's probably enough. So, you're able... So, effectively what happens is Drez just walks off the cliff. But that dex check is probably enough to reach out and grab him.
Everyone knows that if you don't look down, you can't fall. That's why they always say don't look down. The only possible reason.
I start overhead pressing Drez. Gotta work out my trapezoids.
Overhead pressing? What does that mean?
It's where you pick up a little scrawny thing and you press it over your head. See? I grabbed Drez and do it again.
You're actually
to
going to need to
Google
make a strength check for that. He is like maybe 3 inches shorter than you. Yep, that's enough. Drez, you're in the very uncomfortable position of being somebody's exercise aid here.
Drop Drez on the floor.
I hate everyone.
It's okay, you get used to it. So, are we gonna stand here? Or are we gonna go figure out what that, like, big thing was?
Shut. No, stop.
What?
Hey, Greg, you should check out what's down the street.
I don't know.
I think I saw someone barged it through a door over there.
Nah, I don't, my sense of self-preservation is telling me that we should steer very, very much clear of that. On the other hand, could be hilarious. You wanna flip a coin for it?
You make the worst decisions. I'm going back inside. I just wander into previous defeated boss fight's room. The last place where anything made sense.
Well,
Hang on.
This is a third new voice, right?
It's Tails! It's Tails! What does Tails mean, Drez?
I'm not even there.
Drez!
I'm literally not there anymore. And you're calling the result of a coin toss I wasn't paying attention to.
Drez! It's Tails.
How did I get partied with Ghost Nappa? What the fuck is happening to me?
so Drez, was it Tails we check it out or Tails we hide in here? I'm not really clear on the mechanics of this, but I mean, you seem like the one who'd know.
Skater,
Drez, in or out?
Skater, you're small. Go find it.
Okay.
Use those rogue powers.
Skitter. Let's see. I should probably. So Skitter disappears from sight.
It's the only
But it's
stealth
on the
character in the
find.
party.
Okay. Let's see. So Skitter is completely disappeared from your
Trying
sight.
so hard to ignore Greg.
Hey! Drez!
Problem is, I can't
Drez!
like drag him
Hey,
around.
Vegeta. You're hurting yourself already. You're like, hope this is a short session because my throat can't take it. And you're like this. Let's make a voice that's worse.
No. I know how to use that voice. You gotta project it from the sinal cavities. Anyway. So what'd you find up here?
I can't deal with this.
Drez is just standing in the middle of the room being like, I wish my Air Jordans could distract me again. Oh, those were the
Rez
days.
is desperately wishing for the return of Rogue News.
All right. You're boring me. I'm out.
This is
We're
only
gonna
the
go back
best
over to
case
the
scenario.
Okay, so almost immediately after Greg disappears,
Oh, thank God.
Skinner shows back up, and he's like, "Oh, I found it. I don't know if you're gonna like it though.
What happened?
There's more than that. There's more now. I mean, the rest are smaller, but I was watching it, and then it kind of like pooped more. You know more about plant anatomy than I do, right? Do they do that? I don't know.
I already nailed the nature knowledge check,
Yeah,
right?
you did, but you didn't say shit to Skitter. He knows. He doesn't even know you know what the thing is.
Oh, yeah, the poop things were already there last time, weren't they?
Were they?
I think there were. I feel like there was a big one and smaller ones already when it went by.
Well, then, scratch that last bit. But yeah, so they're just kind of hanging out around outside. They seem to be looking for something.
Where'd you last see them?
Remember that door that took forever for us to get down? They're like right there.
Door that took forever. Ah, that one.
Yeah. So
Which one?
you can't
The
see
left
this.
or-
Greg, roll a perception check. Yeah, you can probably see it. Roll a stealth check.
Oh.
Well, is he stealthing?
Okay. Okay. He's not, but he's not exactly like running around hooting and hollering.
In the
Wow.
hootenanny.
Not this time.
No. Okay. So yeah, they're just kind of there, and I don't think they're going to be leaving anytime soon.
I love that we've just had that stereotypical scene in a movie or show where like somebody walks in and explains something and the camera cuts to the other person who just left seeing the thing that's currently being explained.
So I was
Nice.
every couple of seconds I was doing a GM roll to see if Skitter found them, and just as Bird said, "I'm leaving, I'm out," I rolled a 17, and I was like, "Well, there we go."
Oh god. So what do I know about these things? Because didn't I just know its name or something?
Okay, so
Isn't that all we said before?
So, remember, I'm gonna remind you this one time. You also have the monster manual. So if that sometimes will have info for you. But so you know that this thing, it's called a verdant horror, and it's effectively a really angry treant. Treants are usually just kind of guardians of the woods. These are things that show up when like the woods have been defiled and it wants to hit something. The druid, nature itself, some nature god, so on and so forth. These are the things that they send in to, break apart villages, destroy small armies, hunt down interlopers, stuff like that. And they're generally they're fairly relentless. And then they tend to also poop out little minions.
Do I know anything about how to approach one of these things or how to deal with it?
Fire.
Well,
They
what a
burn.
coincidence.
They burn real nice. Apart from that, they don't rest, they don't sleep. They just keep going until presumably you or it is dead.
Oh, goody.
Ah. Okay. So, as you're kind of reviewing your knowledge, and Greg, you're watching. Greg, you see the thing kind of like just walk across the chasm because it's got
Jesus
long-ass
Christ.
legs. And then, here, I can do a non-GM roll for this. It's gonna start beating the walls. And you hear kind of like this kind of hissing, creaking, like, Drez!
Oh god, Akira's coming to get him.
It's worse than that, but I can't voice act angry trees.
I'm sick enough, I might be able to do it.
No, that's my precious. Come back to. Yeah. All right.
Fine, fuck you too.
No, I mean, can you do Treebeard? I can't do Treebeard, but it's like angry,
I haven't heard his
pissed off.
voice for a while.
Yeah, that's also the problem. But yeah,
what the
so
hell
it's
Treebeard is.
Treebeard's the
You've never
treant
seen
from
Lord of the Rings, I
the
forgot it.
most
No,
Oh
famous.
yeah, okay, yeah, I know.
No,
He's the most famous tree in the world.
we've been
That's
over
right.
this though. We know Bird has never actually seen Lord of the Rings.
Has it really?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I
no.
learned this a couple days ago.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never sat down and watched all of them consecutively.
Huh.
Anyway, back in. Hey, focus.
Okay, so focus. So yeah, so Drez, you are standing in the building trying to figure out what to do, and suddenly the walls are starting to like shake and buckle, and you hear your name being shouted from outside by something that very definitively is probably not Greg's third personality.
Perception check for anything flammable in the room. Shit.
Okay. Surprisingly, that's still enough to notice that most of the room is stacked with boxes and barrels. Like, I don't think you need a perception check to see that the room is fairly flammable, but nothing particularly.
Hey!
Roll a
We got a
strength check,
problem.
Bird.
Okay.
He's just Kool-Aid manning through walls.
You kind of just knock the door away. It doesn't break. You're gonna have to roll strength checks every time you do that, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there's a much softer thud.
There's a much
Much.
softer thud.
The walls look possibly reinforced. You're not. Some of the boxes and the barrels kind of fall in the perfect like Tetris position, and it looks like it's kind of reinforcing it a little bit.
There's a giant salad outside. It wants to kill us. Probably.
Well,
I
then we're
propose
gonna
we
have to
move.
burn it.
Alternatively, I want to run down to where Ellerin is.
Underwater. You want to run underwater.
I'm not a smart man.
Would you propose we go through the vertical gate we can't pass through, the tentacle gate we came from, or the underwater place where we drown?
So what's this about flammable stuff?
Just go away from the fire when I start burning everything.
Okay.
I'm just going to start throwing flames at boxes in this room.
Okay, so you're just
An
gonna
attempt
start
to burn
setting the room on fire. I got it.
Yeah, it's far enough away from the Drow that they're not going to be in trouble.
Yeah. No, it's true.
So, like, there's a giant tree monster, and flames travel.
Okay, so Skitter kind of sees what you're doing, and he's just gonna back out of the door. He's gonna like it's open, but he's just gonna watch from outside of the big flammable building. And he is letting you take the wheel here, or the flamethrower. Okay, so just I don't know. You set the room on fire.
Yeah, I don't know how much I need to do
Okay.
checks, because
So, as you're just chucking fire left and right, the wall starts to crumble. There's kind of like a hole that has now been like bashed through, and you can see the thing's face for realsies. You realize that it's actually using its face as a battering ram, and it's just headbutting the building over and over and over again like a big stupid hammer.
that's a really funny image.
It's not
like-
making as much headway as you think it would for its general size.
I'm just imagining that one guy with no arms in dead space that's like bashing his head against the wall, except he wins against the ship.
Okay, so is there anything else you're gonna do, or you're just gonna keep chucking
What are
fire?
those rolls? I mean, I'm gonna back out through the door as things
Okay.
burn, because I'm not
let's see.
insane.
I guess I should probably be GM rolling.
Yeah, we can see that you rolled a variety of numbers.
Yep. Okay, let's
of
go back
unknown
to this.
purpose.
So outside, you hear kind of the start of the fire. You didn't manage to set as much on fire before you backed out as you probably wanted to. But the building also seems to be never mind. Okay. So you can't I guess you can see it through the open door, but effectively the thing just kind of eventually manages to Greg plus its way through the wall. And surprisingly, it's managing to avoid the fire so far. At this point, roll for initiative, because it sees you, and it knows where you are.
Shit. Those are terrible rolls. So for the audio listeners, we just rolled a 3, a 4, and a 5.
Yep. Okay.
That's presumably
come
after
2.
modifiers.
Open for a
so-
big old 2.
Not there. I'm just kind of winging these because I'm not counting too much. Okay. And it is going to get to about here, and it's going to have to bash more things because it has to break through the building to get at you. Like I said, not smart, just very strong. Oh, right, I gotta roll for Skitter. I forgot about that. Okay, well, honestly, Skitter can't do much. Okay, so now
How
it's
long
your
was that
guys' turn.
stride where it just walked over the chasm?
Well, the thing is, 30 feet tall, so it's got long-ass legs.
How tall is this building?
About 10, 15.
And also,
It's
do
like-
we need to name this episode the Battle of the Kool-Aid Men?
It's like, it's
The other
waiting.
one wins.
It's wading through the building. It's not exactly like inside of it. It's just, you know, dipping its feet in and breaking the whole thing.
Like it's above the building, stomping through it,
Yeah, because
and somehow it's not. It's avoiding fires it can't see.
I rolled a dex check. It rolled well. I don't know. Okay. But anyway, I guess now it's on fire.
Let's see. The path we came from was like blocked, right? Because of the tentacle roots.
Well, you don't know, but the gate had been closed behind you. But you don't
Right,
know
right.
that the gate is open. Greg knows.
All right.
Okay.
What in
Whose
the
turn is it?
world do we do here?
It
Do I have
would
line of
be-
sight on it now?
It's Drez first. Technically, Skitter goes at some point, but he's kind of waiting for you guys to decide.
Do I have line of sight at this point?
Yeah, you can
Inside
you
this
can see
building?
its feet.
Goody. This is a mess. I am going to try throwing fire directly at it.
Okay.
Let's see if that works correctly. Yeah, ooh.
Ooh.
I crit for a bad
Oh.
damage roll.
Yeah.
No, roll an extra D8 because it didn't roll your crit damage on the produced flame.
It didn't do crit damage?
Oh yeah,
it
it
says
did.
+3.
You're
Yeah,
right. No,
it
I'm
says
looking at it.
Yeah, it says +3.
Sorry, I was looking at rolling 1d8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 dies 0, and I was like, what? But okay, so
Yeah,
you do
that's
5.
confusing.
You do 5 damage total. Sorry, that thing doesn't make sense. Okay,
and
then
I'm going to continue to back away.
and then give me a low or a high.
High.
Okay. Let's see.
I hope you guys have fire.
Nope.
Well, then I hope you're dumb enough to run into the building full of fire.
Okay. So, yeah, you notice that your fireball has lit its leg on fire a little bit more. Okay.
Oh boy.
So Skitter is... I guess Skitter's gonna chuck one of his daggers, and he plinks it.
Not getting that one back.
Nope. 8 damage.
With it being in a burning building.
Okay, and Greg, it's your turn.
Can I channel my Donkey Kong and grab a barrel from in the room that's kind of on fire, but not totally on fire? And throw it?
Unfortunately, most of the fire is near the thing. Drez didn't exactly, like, light the barrels next to him on fire.
Oh,
But,
that
I
was
mean,
smart.
yeah.
To not burn myself.
I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna aim for fire on the way through the trajectory of the barrel.
Okay. So you pick up the barrel next to you, and you're just gonna huck it? I guess
Yeah.
roll a strength check.
I'm
Is
gonna
it
aim it at, like, fire so it catches on fire on the way.
Okay. Well,
Oh
my God.
Our God is an awesome God.
We
who reigns.
both just got crits in a row.
okay. So here's what happens. That barrel is filled with, let's say, fucking rocks. You pick up a barrel of rocks,
Just full of rocks.
and you heave it over your head, and you huck it at the thing. No fire is involved. There's no way that it can conceivably... But it happens anyway. It lights on fire as it flies through the air. And it does... roll a die 10.
I'm just
Okay.
amused.
Plus your
I'm just
strength.
amused by the premise of Flesh Render, the closeted geologist.
Okay, and it clonks it... sorry, 2 die 10 since it crit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, you do... yeah, sure, 9 damage. Why not? But yeah, so now you've kind of peppered it with a bunch of, rocks, and you can kind of see them trapped in its viney legs. And it looks great, you're proud of yourself. Honestly. Okay. Let's see, so... It's your turn. Skitter is gonna just chuck another dagger. And fails. He's gonna just kind of back off a little bit. Just kind of a little bit behind Dress.
We go up to this cliff a lot.
Yeah, it's not a good
Oh
place.
shit, there were people the next house over. Oh, it's stone. That was a stone prison, I think.
Yep. Okay, so next up, their turn. So this guy
I wonder
gets...
if those people still are
closer.
there. We haven't checked.
Nope. So you can now see that the little minions are kind of shuffling their way towards you, taking a maybe a little bit more direct route than trying to smash through the building.
Oh great,
And-
kindling.
And the big guy makes it like maybe half a step. He's not making good headway on this building.
It's very on fire and full of stones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably roll that too. Okay, he's more on fire.
What if it trips on the stones like marbles?
I have to roll a
This
1
And
just
for
I've
that.
done my job correctly.
This just becomes really weird D&D like Home Alone. Like
Dude,
swing paint. We're gonna
okay,
swing paint
if-
cans down at it.
If we ever do like a short campaign and want to do a short campaign, that might happen.
A Home Alone campaign?
Yeah, you guys have
That
to
sounds
home
great.
alone your way against like orcs or something.
Yep, sounds good.
Bunch of halflings. Okay. Drez, your turn.
Orcs must die the early years. Let's see, so I
Yes.
just said, oh great, kindling, and now I'm just gonna throw fire at that guy, our
Okay.
new neighbor. Because we just have a line of smaller trees to throw fire at now.
Yeah, that's enough.
Is
Alright.
it what's it enough for? Is it the hit or is it dead?
To hit, obviously.
Okay. I've been
And
surprised by
it's
how
not
quickly
on
some
fire.
enemies die, for sure.
I've been making most enemies fairly disposable, so combat goes quick. But it is not dead, but it looks pretty charred. It's looking bad. Okay, and Greg, it's your turn. You're inside a...
Can Greg
Partially
even see the
burning
kindling?
building. No. Greg has no idea that there's kindling outside.
More. Oh, goody.
All he sees is the rocks that he's peppered this thing with, and he's
He
very
just
proud
sees
of
his
it.
rival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the Gary of your Pokemon Kool-Aid.
Yeah, you know, I want to back out. My smarter half says that.
Which
My dumber
half is that?
has never felt more emboldened than to pick up another barrel and throw it.
Greg has a smarter half?
I'm gonna grab. Am I near another barrel that I can grab?
Yeah, every circle is a barrel.
Okay. I'm gonna grab
I'm gonna
another
exit this
barrel
one.
and then run out of the room holding the
Okay.
barrel and be like, "You guys see that shit?"
Is that barrel on fire?
Not unless you,
no.
intentionally set it on fire. Okay. So you've run out with the barrel, and that's just your action?
Yep.
Okay. So this guy is gonna come skittering straight towards you.
Bro.
And what's your armor class again?
15.
Okay. It barely misses you. Okay. And then the other one's gonna kind of queue up behind. This one over here, and this one's kind of back this a bit. And then big guy is going to make some serious headway through the building. In fact, he's pretty much through.
This
Just
would be an
kinda like-
incredibly strange context to use a tree token in.
How would it even work? What would you do with it?
Maybe they'll get married.
Gross.
Okay.
What the fuck are we gonna do here? Are tree monsters fast enough for attacks of opportunity?
Yeah? Oh, you mean the little guys?
Yeah.
Also, yeah. Though you can take,
Shit.
I think you can still take a 5-foot step away. Does the 5-foot step still exist in 5e?
I don't know. All I know is that people get mad if we assume.
Let's see if I can look it up. Okay, 5-foot step for 5e.
Disengage action doesn't quite look like it.
Yeah, what is a disengage action?
I don't know.
I guess I will quickly look it up. Okay. If you take a disengage action, your movement doesn't provide an opportunity. That's not useful!
No, that's pretty bad.
Oh. I see. So what you do for a disengage action is it's instead of attacking. So you could disengage and run away.
Let's see. I am instead going to... God, fuck, my fire attack sucks. Might be able to use that. Probably not. Well, shit. Think I'm just gonna throw fire at it again.
Okay.
We're pretty backed into a corner here. I was partly not expecting it to just go through the entire building. Hey,
Okay.
maximum damage
Nice.
roll for once.
So this guy explodes in fire and ash.
And then since it's blown up, I can go move 30 feet.
Yes.
Ah, that's not the pointer, that's the hand. That makes everything bad.
Pan.
It's a struggle.
Okay. Greg?
So I'm holding the barrel.
Yeah, you got the barrel.
All
So
right.
one kindling
Can
down,
I
3 to
throw
go.
it and then move like what Drez just did?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have
I'm
one
gonna-
action and one move.
I'm gonna.
Is he in
attempt
the
to-
attack range of the big guy?
Sort of.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to use the barrel as a bowling ball and roll it through the two little guys.
Okay, roll a strength check for this.
How big's the barrel? Because they're like 10 feet apart.
Sure. Roll damage.
Would it be less or more or what?
Just roll 1d10 plus 5. We'll see what happens. Okay. Yeah, you crush both of them.
Jesus Christ, we do have Donkey Kong in the party.
And then I run over here. That's
Okay.
probably roughly 30 feet, right?
We didn't really leave Skitter in a good position.
And Skitter
Skitter's
is
fine.
going to hop across the chasm and go kind of over here. And then long... No, jumping was probably his full action. I can't imagine he leaps across a gap, walks back a couple steps, and whizzes a dagger off. Okay.
'Cause he's tiny.
So the big guy is just gonna... The big guy's going for Drez. So he doesn't
Fuck.
even need to be that close to you, and he is going
Everything
to...
sucks.
He is going to miss you.
Oh, jeez.
Dolls, I miss
But
you.
effectively, a tree just tried to womp you. It's got... It's, I mean, it's got arms, it's got big legs, but it really likes beating people with its face, people, buildings, so
Oh,
you are
no.
like inches from burning tree face.
This is not a good position to be in. Well, shit. Is it my turn right now?
The little guy's gonna kind of come over here and then
These are fast trees.
fall into the gap.
We all got a
I
kill.
love it when a plan comes together,
We all got a kill.
including the chasm. Death counter of like what, 9 at this point?
Yeah, honestly, I think
Yeah.
the chasm's killed just about as many as you guys have.
Yeah, the chasm killed that thing with an assist from Skitter.
Okay. So yes,
Oh
Drez,
my
it is your
God.
turn.
All right. I am going to... This is dangerous. Take a step forward and thunder wave.
Okay. Give me a second.
So you need to do a constitution save.
Okay. I just wanted to see... Huh. That's fascinating. It affects everything no matter how big it is.
Yep.
That's funky.
It's just like my thorn whip, which can apparently grab large creatures.
Alright, roll damage.
I did.
Oh, 11. Alright, and it's thrown back 15 feet?
Yep. No, 10 feet. It's a 15-foot radius of the attack.
Okay, so you do 11 damage and you knock it back. It kind of like teeters over and falls on its ass or whatever.
And since I needed the 5-foot step, I probably can't move, right?
No, I'll give it to you. You got about 25 feet-ish of movement.
Fuck.
Okay, Greg, you're barrelless, but not unarmed.
There's two large manly man warrior characters sprinting around the fucking corner, while by comparison the goblin just like stands his ground. I'm sorry, the kobold.
Drez, I have no perils.
I thought he
Drez,
said-
should
I
I
thought he
throw
said
you?
I thought he said he had
You
no
want me to throw you,
perils,
Drez?
and I was really confused.
Drez, you in or out?
You're not touching me.
Alright, fine.
I thought he said, Drez, I have no perils. I'm like, what? You forgot already.
Alright. I'm can I ready my crossbow and shoot in the same turn?
Yeah, it's a move action to load it and fire and whatever.
I get so confused when
I
you
think-
talk to
I
Wander
don't know,
in character.
You're proficient in crossbows, so I think you're fine.
Alright.
Yep. Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Blink.
We're getting some lucky damage rolls today.
Yeah.
We're the opposite of Elrin.
Give me a second to calculate damage
I
here.
think half of our rolls today I've had a green border, either on the damage or the attack today. Except for that one time I critically failed and almost died.
Okay, there we go.
But we don't speak about that.
Alright, so Skitter is going to hide. Yeah. And
Yeah.
chuck it down. Okay.
Oh my god.
Another nat 20.
Oh, wait. It's a die 6. Okay. Okay.
There's so many dice.
And then he's gonna kind of just... So you don't see Skidder anymore. He has disappeared around the side of the building.
Smoke bomb.
Alright, so it is Big Guy's turn. Alright, so he's gonna kind of move right here. And
You
he
really
is
do
going...
so.
You really do say die 20.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so he is going to... honestly, thwomp both of you.
Fuck.
Let me see. How much damage is this thing supposed to do? Oh, I
Damn
actually
you,
wrote these...
map layout.
I actually wrote these things down. Sweet. So you both take 8 damage and you are sent flying. So...
That last
roll...
part's probably for the best unless we're prone.
Okay, so... Greg, you're only knocked back a little bit. Drez, you're 2 more. So I guess not flying, but knocked back.
It's not flying. We just got sent sailing 10 feet.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm also dead. So, there you go.
You're dead?
Yep. I had 8 health.
Well, actually, that makes you unconscious, not dead.
That's what I meant to say, not dead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Greg just passes out because apparently you forgot to heal at some point during this
I
process.
don't have any health potions left. I've been chugging those things down this entire campaign.
All right.
Because I do shit like kill people with barrels.
Fair enough. All right. So Greg just does not get back up. Drez, it's your turn.
I am also quite ragged.
Remember, you can take a double move action.
Shit. Let's see. It was saying my name, so it's probably after me.
You can also heal Greg, technically, and wake him back up.
Yeah, but I need to heal.
Fair point.
Shit. This got bad.
Actually, Bird, you had taken a substantial nap. You roll...
Oh, yeah, I guess I did, huh? You want me to do
Oh
that?
yeah,
Roll
you
with the
literally
die?
had a nap story in your story.
Yeah.
You probably need to use a hit die.
Yeah. I think that's the last one I have.
Yeah, that is...
Yeah, so I have
Wow.
4 health.
Minimum roll.
Wow.
And that's the last one I have before I have to take a long rest.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Well, you're...
Greg staggers back up from losing consciousness very briefly.
How much
Before
of an
remembering he wasn't actually dead.
How much of an action does it take to like throw a health potion?
Move. So you
Like,
could
can I-
huck a health potion at him and run away, or huck a health potion and huck some fire, or... Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm going to throw him a health. I'd like lob him 5 feet to lob him a health potion.
Okay.
And I'm going to move at least 30 feet.
Okay.
Because everything's bad.
All right. So Greg, you have a health potion splashes on your face, shatters on your head. Really.
What is healing?
9.
Oh, nice.
So you're up to 13 HP.
That's more than I had when we started this episode.
All right. My turn? Yeah? Okay.
Yep. It's your turn.
So, Greg rubs his eyes, having danced with unconsciousness, and then says, like, "Oh, we have salad that's trying to kill us."
Oh
And he
god
turns
damn
to
it.
face
Oh
it.
god damn it.
No,
That's
no,
how
no.
this works.
I'm going to run back to Dresland, turn around, and shoot crossbow.
So that's how this works.
I don't know
Alright.
what if you're speaking.
Okay. And then Skitter.
Drez
You guys
hates
can't-
this mission so much.
You guys can't see him, but Skitter hucks a dagger. And what's this thing's armor class again?
0. It actually has 0
Oh,
armor. Isn't that
no,
weird?
That's actually enough to hit it. Well, it's huge, so it's a lot easier to hit, but also...
It is plant, so it had mushroom, like your superior Mario brother.
What? Yeah, the Russian branded Superior Mario brother.
Okay. So this thing's actually looking. This thing's looking pretty bad.
It's still on fire, right?
It's very much on fire. Yeah, it takes damage every turn. So it can't get through the buildings because it went through the middle, but it's got 2 walls that it has to get through here. So it's gonna
has to like squeeze them open.
Yeah, it's gonna start like kind of trying to shimmy sham through, and it's kind of stuck. It's gonna look at you, and it's gonna fire. And
What is it firing?
Bird, roll a high or low.
Fires?
Bird, give me a high or low.
Hi.
All right. So Drez, you are hit by a planty missile.
What is a plant?
You take 3
It's this big
damage.
thorn.
I'm just imagining like a bullet bill made of like tree
Honestly,
bark.
it looks like this.
Oh, it's a kindling enemy.
Yeah, I just fired a kindling at you.
Shit. Well, that's not good news. I took 3 damage.
Yeah. But the
Alright.
the horror is very stuck.
I am down to my last hit point.
Ooh.
You should use healing potion, for I have none.
And
This is the most I've ever. I feel like this campaign is the one I've used the level design in more than any campaign ever.
I'm trying
That
very
is
hard
good
to
thing.
I'm trying very hard to incorporate it.
Between the tree token scenario and then this thing where it went crashing through a building, then gets stuck in the alley. Like this is. There's a lot going on here. There are benefits to watching the video version of this presentation. Is what I'm getting at. Crap. I'm getting tree hugs again. Well, shit. I'm gonna have to drink a potion and then just try to burn this thing, because I'm like it's right up on my crap.
Okay.
So there's the produce flame roll, which is still frustratingly low on the damage rolls.
Wow. Can't believe they don't even let you add your like stats to that. It's okay, you'll be much stronger later. All right, so
Yeah, I don't think any of my spells mention adding wisdom to the damage.
well, it's on fire.
Yay, things are on fire.
It's okay. It's very much on fire.
And what are rolls for healing potions? I don't know if I've used them yet.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, nearly
Okay, you're
max.
up to 10. Okay, and then Greg, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to change up. Well, no. I'm going to take. Wait, did we decide we could take 5-foot step?
No.
Or not?
You cannot.
Okay.
You can shoot the thing point blank. It's possible.
No, I don't. I don't want to shoot little walnut over here. I'm going to
Oh.
shoot. I'm going to shoot big salad.
All right.
Oh no.
It flies wide. All right. And Skitter from very far away is going to hit it for another 9.
Skitter can still attack at that range?
So you may not have been paying attention. I guess he's kind of closer over here. Skitter has been hoarding daggers from every fallen goblin and enemy you guys have come across. And so
Oh no, I was just baffled by his location on the grid.
Yeah,
would
I
have
thought
put
he
him
was
like
chucking him.
sorry,
he
I
was like
forgot.
he was like 100 meters away, and I'm like,
I forgot to move him. I know where
what
he
is this voodoo?
I know where he is. I'm just focused on you guys because you're the main
Yeah.
characters, and Skitter is the assistant dagger chucking companion.
You're playing Skitter like I play Sheik.
Pretty much.
Just irritating needles against people that aren't fighting me.
Okay. So, that's Skitter's turn. So the big guy is gonna turn around. Well, no, wait, no, sorry. It's still shooting at Drez, or something. And it kind of crunches through the building a bunch.
Oh no.
And it's gonna take another pot shot at you, and it flies wide. Like, real wide. Like... see, what is beyond you? Yeah, it's somewhere... where's the thing? Unfortunately, I have all the shell assets, so I'm having a hard time spawning these things in.
You have a bunch of stuff spawned in that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, so I've got this like asset list, but it's just a list of everything in chronological order. But so this guy kind of sprouts behind you, and you hear kind of like a behind you.
I was thinking more like.
No.
Oh.
If they're
The
mushrooms,
famous
sure.
farting tree.
Farting mushrooms can get behind that. Farting trees, now that's Satan's work.
Only
Okay.
here in Grave of Man, farting trees.
So, oh yeah, and I forget. The little guy is going to take a swing at you, Keith, and he hits for.
Stop.
You take 1 damage, and then it promptly burns to death.
Yay! Things that burn to death are my favorite things.
Okay, and now it's your turn.
Oh boy, how long is that chasm up there? Oh, there's narrow bits.
Yeah.
If we run away, it'll just burn.
We
I'm
can
going
kill
to
it
move.
faster by killing it now.
That's a terrible idea, and I'm ignoring his terrible idea and running 30 feet and throwing fire at this guy down here.
Okay.
Notably breaking line of sight from the thing that keeps hitting me with stuff.
All right, you.
That's a
you
bad
hit and
AC
you kill
roll and a good damage roll.
They have no armor. They're
Yeah.
disposable minions.
It turns out it's easy to burn down a forest.
Yep.
And there's no Smokey to stop us.
Okay. So
Only you can create forest fires.
Greg, it is your turn.
Alright. Can I put away crossbow and attack with a great axe in 1 turn?
Yes.
Alright, I do.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing the bad ideas.
So
God
Oh
damn it.
no.
your great axe swings wide. You also had to get closer to it.
Oh,
Sure
yes,
is hard
I'm
to
sorry.
hit that giant tree that's stuck
Okay.
between
it's gonna-
buildings.
What's
and on
going to
fire.
happen is Skitter is going to.
Does his great axe contain wood?
Skitter hits
Can
it.
can his weapons catch fire?
It has a metal handle. Okay,
It would just burn hands, that's all. Not a problem.
so here's what's gonna happen.
Flamed heat doesn't go well through narrow pieces of metal.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
so
you-
it
I
is
thought you
going
studied
to
rocks.
bust through the building, walk over Greg. Greg, make a dex check.
Not even paying attention to Greg. Great.
Keith, you know for a fact this thing hunts down its target with single-minded efficiency. You are very much its target. Yeah, so you, Greg, you managed to avoid its stomping feet as it more or less just thunders over you. Though you
I
were
thought I
showered
was
in
going
bits
to
of.
get hit in face by Wiener.
But
Trainer.
Yes, I dodge.
you do get a very good view of its bush as it goes by.
Isn't that just all of it?
The bush and the walnuts, yes.
All right.
You got a good view of its burning bush.
It is not religion.
Okay.
No, it's just really on fire.
Oh.
Everything's on fire right now. We're next to a burning building being chased by a burning tree. And I'm
So,
throwing fire still.
It is. Let's see. I guess yeah. Keith, it's your turn.
Fuck. So
Language.
a jump is 1 movement action, right?
Yeah. So you could reach the chasm and jump.
And I'm going to try to do exactly that.
Okay. Let's see your.
Let's see
Acrobatics?
how this works out for once. Please stop rolling ones.
All
That's
right.
not a 1, technically.
Yeah, you make it across.
And I picked the narrow part that's only 5 feet across.
You managed to make it across the gap. And Greg, it's
I
your
managed
turn.
to do basic jumps that children can do. Finally, for the first time.
I'm going to wake this weed.
All right. So
No,
your
I'm
great
not.
your
Oh
great
my
axe.
God.
Your great axe kind of goes. Whoo.
This is what we get for calling out our amazing rolls,
You
huh?
Donkey Kong your axe clear over the thing, which is really impressive. If it weren't so wildly inconvenient. Okay.
So he threw his axe past
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right over it. It's almost Olympic if it weren't so sad. All right, so so Skitter is way out of range.
Did you just Gladys us?
So he is going to kind of go here, and he reaches the edge, and he's just going to spit seed.
It's so fast.
You get hit again. It's got long ass legs, dude. And you take 4 damage.
God damn it. Line of sight's hard.
Here, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
3?
Okay.
Oh, are we dice rolling as to whether or not the thing just falls in the hole?
Yeah.
Because of where I am when it spit it at me?
Yep. Actually, no. You know what? You get high enough. It falls in the hole.
I get high enough?
I GM'd rolled it. I don't know. It rolled a 4. I don't know. You said high. Or 3. Or shit. I don't know. I'm winging this.
I don't know.
This is a homebrew creature. I don't know how physics works with, like, any of these things. But effectively, you, like, block the thing with your body, and you just kind of see the thing, like, kind of unfurl as it falls into the pit.
I guess it would most likely bounce off me and fall in the pit because it did hit me.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess it's your turn.
Ah.
Oh, right. I forgot the last thing that needs to happen is okay. There's not much green and leafy left about this thing. For the most part, it's just what little remains of it that is not burnt to crisp. Like it's
damn it.
A giant ashy walking stick figure now.
60 feet does not always get you that far. I'm going to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet. Right around the building.
Okay. And Greg, it's your turn.
Well, they cannot do much except for run.
Dress
about
has aggro.
here, I guess. I guess I can run over and grab the X, and then that's it.
Okay, you got your axe. Now it's gonna be the big guy's turn. He's gonna
The X is on the floor next to your
He's gonna
pride.
forward.
It's looking like Greg is barfing green line very far.
Oh wait, now I'm gonna re-roll this. Okay,
What?
this thing's really confused.
This boss fight's scarier than the one that just fell in a hole.
It's gonna just start smashing through the building.
Oh, well that'll buy us some time.
Okay. And here's the sad thing, it burns to death.
Yay!
So it kind of just like crunches into the building, and then that was just the end of it. It's
You might say
Dunzo.
that boss was very...
I'll leave it there
Mostly.
because it's kind of still part of the level. Everything else
The
I usually
secret
delete.
was more dots.
Okay. So
I wonder if there's a grayscale feature.
the thing just kind of, yeah, that would be nice. I mean, I could always do that or add it as a permanent level feature for later. I might do that, like draw
Just
it in or something.
Draw weird. You like redraw the map so that the building's like crushed apart and there's a dead tree standing inside of it.
I mean, there's a very real possibility you guys will return to these levels. I don't mind making permanent adjustments.
I mean, we've spent most of the series in this level right now.
It's true, actually.
We got here in episode 3.
Okay, so
I think this is 10, right?
I would believe so.
okay. Yeah, this is episode 10 or 13 if you're watching this audio. Because I had to split things up. Also, people like the shorter episodes. But anyway, so you guys have felled the verdant horror, and it is. I mean, honestly, the building next to you is very much on fire. It's
Probably
starting
don't
to
want to give it
consume the whole
hugs.
thing. Yeah, I
I'm
forgot
going
to
to-
mention this
I'm
earlier.
gonna check this house to see if anyone's still inside from
There
before.
is no one in there. It
Okay,
is completely empty.
conscious clear. I'm going over here now
Okay.
to the road that's far away from burning objects.
So right there. All right.
I don't like that. The thing he said. Stop. Don't do that.
Okay.
I don't like that. You're talking like I just stepped on the X.
Okay, so I haven't mentioned this, but you can see from where you're standing, you haven't really like looked for it before, but there's something like further this direction, but you can see like something over there, like another landmass, though it is currently unreachable. I might have mentioned that earlier, but there's something over there.
There's something over there, a further landmass, but it is unreachable.
Hey, do you mind explaining why Salad tried to kill you?
Right after I find out why.
Oh, you do not know.
I so want to tell you why.
I'm just
That
laying
is
on my
very
back.
convenient.
I don't know why, right?
You know that it will hunt its target, but you have no idea. You probably have no idea why. The clues are there if you want to look for them.
My assumption is elevated.
At the moment, I'm laying on my back because I just ran in a circle while flinging fire while getting hit by trees.
Okay, so you're laying down.
Alright, if you don't know, I'm going to go collect Skitter, and then we're going to figure this out.
Okay.
I am mostly in favor of short rest.
So, Keith. Okay. I'll get to you in a second. Let's see. Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
Bird.
God is thinking.
Yeah, God is processing. Unfortunately, I can't like pass notes without being super overt about it. Anyway,
as you quietly do things.
and so
Are you able to hide things as players? I wonder.
Interesting question. I have no idea. It'd be nice if there was a private roll system. Whatever. Anyway, so Bird, you're at the chasm and Skitter's nowhere to be found.
Skitter. Skitter.
He does not respond. Roll a perception check too, Bird. Okay. So you don't notice.
No pressure, but if Skitter dies, we lose half our audience.
Alright, I guess I do 1, 2, hoppity hop.
Okay.
Oh no!
Shit!
Oh no! How many times are we gonna critically fail jumping over this hole?
Alright, roll another one.
Really should have put the tree here.
Okay. You managed to catch yourself. It hurts, and you wish you had a bridge.
We're going.
Oh, wait.
Am I catching self on close side
on
or
the
far
on the
side?
ledge, like close far side. You
Okay.
managed to kind of get across. You're like 5 feet down. Your arms hurt, and yeah, you managed to.
Well,
crawl
now
your
I
way
don't.
up.
Now I don't feel bad as we've all critically failed jumps now.
That specific jump too.
Well, Ilarion was investigating inside of a building and had like a weirdly complicated save at one point.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
wall.
Going to
Lauren.
open.
Okay, so you find a room. The barrels in the boxes have been rearranged. It looks like it's been recently looted. But there is no sign of Skitter inside.
Huh. Wow, when would they have been of looting? Alright, I'm going to enter. Can I go, like, here or no?
Sure. Yeah, the
Okay.
boxes have been pushed out of the way.
Alright. I'm now in the center of the room.
Nothing.
Oh no. I lost my dog. I leave. And then I go around here.
To
Okay.
grieve.
You do see a number of, like, daggers on the ground.
These are
that have
Skitter's
been-
favorite things. He loves
that
these
have been-
little things.
Dropped.
Huh? What? Alright. I pick up dagger and then put in pocket.
Okay, there's, like, 7 of them.
That's not worth do.
You have a bag of holding. You might not
fine.
remember you have a bag of holding.
You have a pocket dimension.
Alright, I put 7 dagger in inventory of bag of holding. And then I go over here. And then kind of side shimmy around.
Nope.
Nope.
No
We
sign.
have... Oh, no sign. Okay.
Yeah. You don't see any sign. No more drop daggers. No goblin. Kobold.
Here, no?
Nope.
Alright. We go back across.
If you roll
Give
two
me 1
natural
second.
ones, this is going to be the funniest thing. Okay?
If this was the end of Greg Gecknu.
Yeah, just... I honestly... I don't know how to react to, like, jumping over chasms, so unless you fail both rolls...
What would
You're
even
fine.
happen at that point? You just give Bird the character sheet for Skitter, and that's your character now.
It would be interesting resolving that. Bird dying is probably the most acceptable. Anyway, so
Skitter dead.
okay, so you go back to Drez. Now things have been happening while you were looking for Skitter. Namely, this guy standing there. And also these guys. Oh, where are they? There we go. There's one.
So I did step on the red
There's
X.
two. Yeah, you did.
This guy with the face paint.
Let's see. And this guy. And then there's like a fuck ton of goblins that are behind them. So
Rhonda really likes eye scars and eye paint.
yeah, I was just trying to set them apart because I just used the default. I just used the default like drow face that I had already drawn. And I didn't want to make more of them. Anyway, so Gorlar's standing there. Oh yeah, I forgot these guys are big. What am I doing?
Like, oh, look at the tiny troll. Oh, shit. There's so many of them.
Oh,
Yep.
jeez.
How much paint does it take to cover that face?
Let's see. And so as you roll up, not quite paying attention because
Was Gorlar the gate guy or the guy that Greg hated?
No,
The guy that
Gorlar
Greg
is the
hates.
guy Greg hates. Gate
Now-
guy was Greg Smishgood.
yep, Gruck Smashgood's there too. He's the here. I'll flip Gruck. He kind of waves at you sheepishly. There we
Just
go.
give him
That's
like
Gruck.
an endearing bald spot.
Yeah, I'll make a custom model for Gruck. I haven't had the time. But so Gorlar looks at Greg, I guess, and he's like, "So you're not dead."
Well, based on condition, I mean, if you look at it under one light, then that would very much be... Are you who... You're Gorlar, aren't you? I've finally found you after all these days.
Are you serious?
I am Dmitry Malkovovich. I am always serious.
He slugs you
Ouch!
real hard.
for how much
You
of
are
hard?
out cold.
I am unconscious. Oh boy, that's the best this could have gone.
Oh my god.
So Drez, you are still laying on the ground. These guys have surrounded you, and you didn't feel particularly motivated to get back up.
I don't know if I'm even conscious right now, to be honest.
No, he left you alone. He was just kind of hanging out, waiting for Greg
No,
to
I
come
don't know
back,
if I was
apparently.
conscious when they arrived.
After
what I went through.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, sure. You just passed out there while Greg went off to look for things.
Maybe they
And-
don't have a reason to care about a random lizard folk druid.
Greg, you have been knocked the hell out.
Will Greg and Drez ever meet back up with Alarin? Will we find out what exactly is up with Greg and his multiple personality disorder? That will be soon, probably. And will they manage to survive capture at the hands of Gorlar? Find out next time on Dungeons & Dragons: Grave of Man. Also, as a bit of a side note at the very, very end here, I finally have Grave of Man up on both iTunes and Google Play. So if you guys want to listen to the campaign instead of just watching it on YouTube, like say if you're on the go and stuff like that, well, we finally have the setup for that, which is awesome. So I've got links in the description below, as well as on the subreddit. And I don't think you can Google them. I think the URLs are insane, so you'll have to follow those links if you do want to listen to Grave of Man on those services. So I guess with that, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.